Want to speak real German from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at GermanPod101.com.
You need 20 phrases you must know for traveling. Here we go. First phrase, when you don't know where to go, you ask, könnte ich eine Karte bekommen? Could I have a map? Actually, you could also ask this to your friend who is going to traveling, because card also works for postcard. So if you have to stay home and not traveling, you can ask for a Karte, for a card, or you can ask for a map, which we also call Karte, and then you can find your way. Number 2, very important sentence. Sprechen Sie Englisch? Do you speak English? Here in Germany, it's quite common. People do speak English, even though the older ones, not so much. But whenever you meet like a young couple or young people on the street and you really cannot find your way or you're really struggling, you can always try to even talk to them in English. But if you want to be polite, you can ask in German. Sprechen Sie Englisch? And then the person will know, oh, okay, sure, I'm going to try to help you out. Gibt es einen Bus vom Flughafen in die Stadt? Is there a bus from the airport to the city? Often airports are kind of outside of the city, right? In Germany, or actually in Europe, we have Ryanair. Probably you've heard about it. It's like cheap airline, but we all want to save money, so it's good. But often the airports of this Ryanair are actually not in the city. So if you fly Ryanair to Barcelona, you end up, I don't know, 100 kilometers out of Barcelona, and then you always have to take a bus. This also happens in Germany. For example, the Frankfurt airport of Ryanair is about 100 kilometers out of Frankfurt, so you will have to ask for a bus to the city. How do you do this? Gibt es einen Bus vom Flughafen in die Stadt? Number 4. Ist das WLAN kostenlos? Is the Wi-Fi free? It's getting more and more there here in Germany. I remember when I was traveling in the US, you could get free Wi-Fi everywhere, even in the streets. Yeah, I'm sorry, we're not that far here now, but more and more places, train stations, airports have free Wi-Fi. So you must be pretty unlucky to not find free Wi-Fi when you're like flying in or coming by train. So yeah, bring your devices, and in any case, you can ask, sprechen Sie Englisch? Do you speak English? To find your way. Number 5. Haben Sie freie Zimmer für heute Nacht? Do you have any vacancies for tonight? Yeah, if you're going to a hotel or hostel or I don't know, an apartment and you haven't booked previously or ahead, then first of all you need to know if there's any space left for you, or if you should go on and search for another place if you don't want to crash on somebody's couch. So then go to the hotel, go to the reception, ask if there are free rooms, and usually they should be able to help you out. Unless, you could also just walk through the streets and ring a doorbell and ask, haben Sie freie Zimmer? Do you have vacancies? But this might get you in trouble with police, I don't know. Number 6. Könnte ich in ein anderes Zimmer wechseln? Could I move to a different room? If you're really unhappy with your room and you're like, oh gosh, no, I don't want to stay here, then you ask the receptionist, hey, could I move to another room? It didn't happen to me so far. I was quite lucky. Whenever I was traveling, I had pretty nice rooms, but I have heard it happens, like if it's 30 or I don't know, the neighbors of the other room are super loud doing whatever, then it's legit to ask for a different room. If you want to change your room and you ask in German, they're probably even more willing to help you out. Number 7. Ich habe eine Reservierung. I have a reservation. Yeah, this is what usually is the case, not like previously when you had to ask if there's any room left. Usually you have a reservation and then everything works kind of itself. You just go to the desk, ask, hey, ich habe eine Reservierung. And then they'll be like, oh, okay, what's your name? And if you watch my other videos, you will know how to say your name in German, and then you can check in your hotel all in German, all good. And you have a perfect start for your trip. Könnten wir das Menü haben, bitte? Could we have the menu, please? Yeah, going to a restaurant, you of course want to know what the food offering is before you just order anything. The waiter comes with the menu, and you can open it, search for your entree and for your drink. Beer I'd recommend, and then, oh, what I'm gonna eat, Schnitzel. Eat Schnitzel. Schnitzel is awesome. Good German food. I love it. Haben Sie Empfehlungen? Do you have any recommendations? Yeah, if you don't want to listen to my recommendation, eating schnitzel and having a beer, you can also ask the waiter for recommendations of the house. Often they even like special offers or menu of the day, something like that. Yeah, just go ahead and ask for recommendations. Often you even like will be surprised of some cool food you wouldn't have thought of if you have chosen by yourself. Now we're getting to the sad part of all the restaurant evening. Die Rechnung bitte. Could I have the check, please? Yeah, of course. If you eat in a restaurant, in the end, there's always a payment. And if you want to ask for the check or for the bill, in Germany, that's die Rechnung. So you can just point out your finger to the waiter, die Rechnung bitte, and he will be happy to bring you the bill. You can leave a little tip. We usually tip about like 10%, and then everything's fine. Ich bin allergisch gegen Erdnüsse. I'm allergic to peanuts. Yeah, this happens. If you don't eat peanuts, and if you're not sure whether there are peanuts in your food or not, it's a good idea to ask or just to raise attention to the waiter. Hey, ich bin allergisch gegen Erdnüsse, so please don't bring me any peanuts. Number 12, Wasser bitte. Water, please. Other than in the US, in Germany it's not common that you get free water at the table during your evening in the restaurant. You always have to order it, unfortunately. So whatever you want to drink, if it's beer, Coke, or just like water from the sink, you would always have to order it and pay it. So don't expect the waiter to bring you water for free. If you order water, then it also will appear on the bill. But therefore we used to have sparkling water, which in my opinion is way better than just sink water. Come on, it's so boring. Wie viel kostet das? How much is this? Yeah, if you're really thirsty, want the water, but are kind of out of money, then you should ask maybe how much it is, and then you can use this phrase, wie viel kostet das? How much is this? Or yeah, anything in the souvenir store, there's like this stupid little thing you want to bring home, but you don't want to spend a fortune on it, then better ask before, how much is this? Wie viel kostet das? Oh, see, sun is coming out. Now's the right time to travel here. First learn the sentences, but then travel here. Yeah, you see, when the sun is shining like this, you should pack your stuff. Ich möchte 10 von diesen. I'd like 10 of these. I remember when I went to Brazil, there's always this so-called feira. It's like a fair where they sell food and toys and everything. But then, of course, the most exciting for me were the fruits, because they had so many exotic fruits. And then I went there and like, oh, I had like 10 of these and 5 of these and 3 of that, and there were fruits I've never seen, so I wanted to try. So this might happen to you if you come here, that you see fruits or vegetables that are not so common in your country. Then you can really use the sentence. Yeah, you should always try the new stuff. Ich möchte das hier. I'd like this. Coming back, if you're at the fair and you really don't know, like there's something you've never seen, but then you want to point at it and say you want this, and you want to impress the one who's selling you, the seller, speaking German, then you can just say, ich möchte dies, and he will be like, cool, here you got it. Number 16. Könnten Sie mir einen Rabatt geben? Could you give me a discount? Also, this happens. We have flea markets where there's people sell their used stuff, or even on the markets, on the Sunday farmers market, whatever. Sometimes you can try to negotiate, and you can always ask. It's not impolite. If you feel like, oh cool, this is a place where it's just common to negotiate a little, you can ask for a discount. Even though don't expect too much. I know in other countries it's common that, okay, the price is 20, but he's already happy if he gets 10. Yeah, no, here it's more like if the price is 20, you can maybe negotiate it down to 18, or it always depends. Also, I mean, if you ask in German, probably you will waste your chances that you really get a discount, because they will appreciate your effort to speak German. Don't be pushy on it, but try and negotiate it a little and you might get your discount. Nehmen Sie Kreditkarte? Do you take credit card? You should definitely bring your credit card. In most supermarkets and yeah, stores, whatever, you can use the credit card, but still there's a lot of like smaller shops or the flea market. Apparently they usually don't take credit cards, so it's not as widespread as in the US, but we're getting there. We still like our cash in our hands, see what we're paying with. It's It's also dangerous to always pay by credit card. You don't really see how much money you spend, especially on holiday. You're more like, oh, cool, I want to enjoy my time, spend some money here, spend some money there, and then credit card in. And then just returning home, you get the letter with all the money you spent, and you're like, oh, holy, that was a lot of money. Number 18. Wo ist der Bahnhof? Where is the train station? In case you need to go back to the airport, want to take the train, and you don't know where the train station are, then you're probably in trouble. So you should check beforehand on your map, or yeah, I don't know, take a cab or something. But maybe you're not late, maybe you have plenty of time, and then just want to find the way yourself. You can go and ask, hey, where's the train station? Need to catch a flight. Entschuldigen Sie, wie hoch ist der Fahrpreis? Excuse me, what's the fare? In buses or trains, if you haven't bought your ticket previously ahead, then you might want to ask the driver what's the price before we're taking it, to not be surprised later. Yeah, bus tickets in the city usually are like, I'd say, 250. Train tickets apparently depend on how far you want to go. I think a train ticket from Berlin to Munich, for example, €50, I guess. Depends also if you book ahead or not. But yeah, if you ask the driver or anybody at the train station, you probably haven't booked ahead. It's always smarter to book ahead, then you can get way cheaper tickets, especially for trains. In buses, usually you're not really able to book a ticket ahead. You just buy it right there. And yeah, the driver in the bus always is happy to help you out when you're uncertain about the price. So just ask him. Number 20, selfie time. Könnten Sie ein Foto von mir machen? Could you take a picture of me, please?
Want to speak real German from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at GermanPod101.com.
Top 10 phrases you'll need to go on a date. So, if you've ever thought on maybe going out on a date with a German, this might be very interesting stuff for you. Let's go. Möchtest du mit mir Abendessen gehen? Would you like to go out to dinner with me? Möchtest du mit mir Abendessen gehen? Would you like to go out to dinner with me? So yeah, classic question for a first date. If you're not sure what you want to do with a person, really just spend time with her, getting to talk, to know more about each other. That's the classic, going out for dinner. So you can ask, hey, would you like to go get dinner with me? Möchtest du mit mir Abendessen gehen? The most classic question probably for a first date, huh? Hast du dieses Wochenende Zeit? Are you free this weekend? Hast du dieses Wochenende Zeit? Are you free this weekend? So after you finished your first date probably and it's been nice, you can go a step forward and ask, hey, let's meet this weekend. I don't know, do some fun activity out in the woods or go shopping, whatever. But first you need to know, is this person free on the weekend? So you should ask, hey, are you free this weekend? Hast du dieses Wochenende Zeit? Möchtest du mit mir Zeit verbringen? Would you like to hang out with me? Möchtest du mit mir Zeit verbringen? Would you like to hang out with me? Yeah, this is just really general. Also, probably if you don't know the person as well as much, and you just want to figure out, hey, is this person interested in hanging out with me? You could ask, you want to spend time with me? Möchtest du mit mir Zeit verbringen? Or if you want to make it sound a little bit more slangy, you should ask, möchtest du mit mir abhängen? Like, really literally, you want to hang out with me? Abhängen is hang out. So, yeah, either way, the more classy is like, möchtest du mit mir Zeit verbringen? Or just like a little bit more cool, hey, möchtest du mit mir abhängen? Also probably depends on the age. If you're rather in your 30s, 40s upwards, you would probably ask for some time, Zeit. Whereas when you're a teenager, just play it cool, say, möchtest du mit mir abhängen? Du bist so süß. You are so cute. Du bist so süß. You're so cute. It's a nice compliment for if like you're having a date with a cute person and I don't know, you're really having fun, then you can just like let this slip. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Like, oh, du bist so süß. It's nice. It works both for boy to girl, girl to boy. Both can be cute. Du siehst gut aus. You look great. Du siehst gut aus. You look great. Yeah, this is what you say when you meet the person to go on the date, and probably most person will dress up a little bit, like put some makeup on, put the high heels on, like in the Sia song, right? Um, and then yeah, to appreciate all the effort the person does to look pretty, just give him a compliment. Hey, wow, you look great. Du siehst gut aus. They will appreciate. Das war ein toller Abend. That was a great evening. Das war ein toller Abend. That was a great night. Apparently, you don't say this in the beginning of the evening, you said it in the end of the evening. And if you enjoyed your time, just let the person know. I always like to hear that people enjoyed the time with me when I'm on a date, or when I just spend time with friends, and then in the end I say, hey, whoa, that was a cool night. And everybody knows, hey, cool, we had a good time. So, why not just saying it? Ich werde dich nach Hause fahren. I will drive you home. Ich werde dich nach Hause fahren. I will drive you home. Yeah, if you're a gentleman, you should do this, or a gentle lady, if you're the driver for the night. Just offer, yeah, bring you home. Germany is a safe country, so we have nice public transport. But of course, if you're on a date, you wanna show, hey, whoa, I'm a gentleman, or I'm a nice lady. I'll drive you home. I drive you home to make it easier for you. Wann sollen wir uns morgen treffen? What time shall we meet tomorrow? Wann sollen wir uns morgen treffen? What time shall we meet tomorrow? Yeah, apparently you've already set up a date, but you don't know what time you're gonna meet or where you wanna go, whatever. Then just to clarify, you ask the question, hey, what time do we meet tomorrow? I'm probably going to ask this very often because I'm not so good in remembering dates, times, all this kind of stuff disappears from my memory. So I'll use the sentence a lot. Wann treffen wir uns? Zu welcher Zeit? What time shall we meet? Können wir uns wiedersehen? Can I see you again? Können wir uns wiedersehen? Can I see you again? Also, yeah, if you like the date, if you like the person, you want to see her again, just be polite. Hey, können wir uns wiedersehen? You can ask it in a cute way, and then the person probably can't even say no to you. Was hältst du von diesem Ort? What do you think of this place? Was hältst du von diesem Ort? What do you think of this place? Yeah, if you found a nice spot, then suggest, hey, let's stay here. For example, in my city, it's like a little bit in a mountainish area. Yeah, I know Swiss and Austrian people would disagree because it's like not huge mountains; it's more like hills. But anyways, if you go a little bit up a hill, then there's a nice spot where you can oversee the entire city, and that's where many people take their dates. So you could make it seem just like casually fun. Oh, hey, what do you think about this place? Not like planned long time. Even though probably the person will appreciate if you have put a little bit thought in where you go. So, but yeah, it's nice to ask your date if she likes the place you took her, or him, like whatever you prefer. Top 10 phrases your parents always say. Once you're a parent, you know that's useful stuff. Let's go.
Sei vorsichtig. Be careful.
Sei vorsichtig. Sei vorsichtig. Be careful. I myself had this a lot as a kid. I guess all the parents say this all the time because they want the children to be safe. But it's just natural for children. They want to play in the dirt, they want to play with stick, do some stuff that's maybe a little bit dangerous. So you're always going to hear, sei vorsichtig. Be careful. So I'm the one telling, be careful. But yeah, I was once the one always listening to it. Be careful.
Sei still. Be quiet.
Sei still. Sei still. Be quiet. That's a bit more like an annoyed one if you're really sick of your kid, like, and then you say, be quiet. Sei still. Yeah, it's not very nice to say, that's for sure, but I think many parents know the situation when the kid always wants all the attention and maybe you're focused on something, so you just wanted to shut up. So you say, be quiet. Sei still. Try not to say it, it's not so nice, but at some point you just cannot stand it anymore, so you say like, oh, be quiet. Sei still.
Benimm dich. Behave.
Benimm dich. Benimm dich. Behave. Actually, not only kids hear this from their parents. I could say, like, my girlfriend tells this to me, like, oh, come on, Henrik, behave. Yeah, so for little kids and for big kids.
Mach deine Hausaufgaben. Do your homework.
Mach deine Hausaufgaben. Mach deine Hausaufgaben. Do your homework. Actually, that's not only parents saying, also your teachers. I'm your teacher, so please, do your homework. Oh wait, I'm not giving you homework, right? I should work on that. I come up with some next time, okay?
Geh ins Bett. Go to bed.
Geh ins Bett. Geh ins Bett. Go to bed. Well, as I'm a young parent myself, I know that's a very hard one, because my little boy never wants to go to bed. I can understand, I like to stay up late, so probably do you, I don't know. But yeah, important to know, but I think even knowing the sentence, it doesn't really help a lot, because just by saying go to bed, I rarely see an effect on this. Yeah, you have to come up with something better than just saying go to bed to make a kid go to bed, really. That's my experience.
Ich werde bis 3 zählen. I'm going to count to 3.
Ich werde bis 3 zählen. Ich werde bis 3 zählen. I'm going to count to 3. Not sure if that really works with most of the kids. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one.
Aufhören. Stopp.
Aufhören. Aufhören. Stop. If you think now that also our traffic signs, the stop signs would say aufhören, no, they're also stop. But it could be more like stop it. Hör auf. Aufhören. You could say both. You could say aufhören or hör auf. I think the hör auf is a bit more like sounds strict and direct. So like really stop it. Don't stop watching. Nicht aufhören.
Schalte den Fernseher jetzt aus. Turn the TV off now.
Schalte den Fernseher jetzt aus. Schalte den Fernseher jetzt aus. Turn off the TV now. Yeah, so I personally was never really allowed to watch that much TV, so I know this one. But I think it's good. Children shouldn't always just watch TV. They should rather watch YouTube, German Pod, or something like that. So turn off the TV, turn on German Pod 101. There you go.
Was habe ich gerade gesagt? What did I just say?
Was habe ich gerade gesagt? Was habe ich gerade gesagt? What did I just say? Classic. Oh, what did I just say? Again, probably parents are being pretty serious when they say, what did I just say? They really want to do the stuff that you're supposed to do. What did I just say? Next one.
Hast du deine Zähne geputzt? Did you brush your teeth?
Hast du deine Zähne geputzt? Hast du deine Zähne geputzt? Did you brush your teeth? Yeah, always brush your teeth. Otherwise, the bad bacteria come and you get that tooth pain, all the stuff you don't want to. So yeah, could be a parent saying, could be the dentist. Either way, very important. Always brushing your teeth in the morning, in the afternoon. Did you brush your teeth?
Top 10 phrases to amaze native speakers. Let's begin. Außer Deutsch kann ich auch ein paar andere Sprachen sprechen. Apart from knowing German, I can speak a few other languages as well. Außer Deutsch kann ich auch ein paar andere Sprachen sprechen. Apart from knowing German, I can speak a few other languages as well. I'm curious to know what other languages you can speak or you're actually learning besides from German. Danke, aber ich bin eigentlich kein Muttersprachler. Thank you, but I'm not a native speaker actually. Danke, aber ich bin eigentlich kein Muttersprachler. Thank you, but I'm not a native speaker actually. That is an answer if somebody thinks you're actually German or you talk like a German native speaker. So that's a big compliment, I think. Deutsch macht Spaß und ist einfach zu lernen. German is fun and easy to learn. Deutsch macht Spaß und ist einfach zu lernen. German is fun and easy to learn. Of course, that's something I would love to hear. If something is fun, it gets easy. So if you're enjoying German, I think you're being in a good mood, and then it gets easy because you're actually wanting to learn. Ich habe alles genau verstanden, was du gesagt hast. I completely understood everything you said. Ich habe alles genau verstanden, was du gesagt hast. I completely understood everything you said. I think that's something really nice if somebody's still learning German and you talk to them like you're talking to a native speaker and they tell you, wow, I really understood everything. That's something that's a big compliment. But it's also a big compliment for you because it means that you understood everything. Ich habe nur ein Jahr gebraucht, fließend zu werden. It took me only 1 year to become fluent. Ich habe nur ein Jahr gebraucht, fließend zu werden. It took me only 1 year to become fluent. If you've become fluent in a year, that's amazing. Ich kann deutsche Filme ohne Untertitel gucken. I can watch German movies without subtitles. Ich kann deutsche Filme ohne Untertitel gucken. I can watch German movies without subtitles. I always suggest to watch movies without subtitles because even if you don't understand, it's very visual and you can use your imagination. Ich kann rund 50 neue deutsche Wörter pro Tag auswendig lernen. I can memorize around 50 new German words a day. Ich kann rund 50 neue deutsche Wörter pro Tag auswendig lernen. I can memorize around 50 new German words a day. That is amazing. I mean, 50 new German words. Every day learning new German words is going to help you to become fluent. Ich lerne ganz alleine Deutsch. I'm learning German all by myself. Ich lerne ganz alleine Deutsch. I'm learning German all by myself. I mean, I think I would be a little sad if you said that to me because I hope you learn with me. But of course, it's a very great thing if you can learn on your own a language and study. Ich lerne seit 10 Jahren Deutsch. I've been learning German for 10 years. Ich lerne seit 10 Jahren Deutsch. I've been learning German for 10 years. Many people give up maybe, but in 10 years you can learn so much German. Let me know how long have you been learning German. In 3 Jahren werde ich Deutsch wie ein Muttersprachler sprechen. I'll speak German like a native speaker in 3 years. In 3 Jahren werde ich Deutsch wie ein Muttersprachler sprechen. I'll speak German like a native speaker in 3 years. I always think it's good to set goals and because I really think if you work hard for them, you'll make it. So what is your goal in learning German? Have you set any goals? Leave me in the comments. Top 10 phrases you always want to hear. Let's begin. Das Budget ist unbegrenzt. The budget is unlimited. This is like a dream for every woman, I think. Das Budget ist unbegrenzt. The budget is unlimited. Who doesn't want to hear that all the time? I would love to hear that because I love shopping. Du bist ein ausgezeichneter Koch. You are an excellent cook. Du bist ein ausgezeichneter Koch. You are an excellent cook. Or if it's a girl, you would say, du bist eine ausgezeichnete Köchin. We want to be equal, you know? I'm actually not a good cook, by the way. I try. Du siehst toll aus heute. You look great today. Du siehst toll aus heute. Dankeschön. You look great today. Thank you. Who doesn't love to hear that? Especially on a Monday morning. Es wird einen Bonus am Ende des Monats geben. There'll be a bonus at the end of the month. Es wird einen Bonus am Ende des Monats geben. There'll be a bonus at the end of the month. What would you do if you've got a bonus at the end of this month? I actually wouldn't know. Maybe I'll go shopping, but But then maybe I'll go on a vacation or something. That would be nice, vacation. I would go to like Fiji, to the Fiji Islands, and just be at the beach and in nature. I think that's what I would love to do. Gute Arbeit, you did a great job. Gute Arbeit, you did a great job. I'm sure you've been all doing a great job in learning German with me. And I hope you still keep learning with us. So if, gute Arbeit, Dankeschön, you did a great job, thank you. Ich habe dir etwas Besonderes mitgebracht. I brought you something special today. Ich habe dir etwas Besonderes mitgebracht. I brought you something special. Now that's a nice one as well. Who doesn't like presents? I think what is special to me is more of something that's thoughtful, or a memory, or it's not about how big something is or how expensive. I think it's something that, if people bring you something special, it's usually something that they thought of or maybe they made themselves. I love those kind of things. What is something special you've got as a present? Leave me in the comments and tell me. Ich vermisse dich. I miss you. Ich vermisse dich. I miss you. Who is somebody you miss or what? Maybe a dog too. To all the dog lovers out there, leave in the comments what kind of dog do you have. Mach eine Pause. Ich werde heute putzen. Take a break. I'll do the cleaning today. Mach eine Pause. Ich werde heute putzen. Take a break. I'll do the cleaning today. Oh, that is a really good one. That's actually a very special present. I think that's something you should do for the whole day. Just, be there and just clean the house for once. Sie hatten recht. You were right. Sie hatten recht. You were right. Yes, I love to hear that too. I actually think I'm always right, so... Oh my God. Und sie gewinnen. And you win. Und sie gewinnen, and you win. Have you won something? Maybe you play a sport or you're in a team, and I would be really interested to know what you do, or if you've even won something in a lottery or whatever, or you did some competition, anything, leave in the comments. To top 15 questions you should know for conversations. My name is Elisa, and let's get started. Magst du deutsches Essen? Do you like German food? Magst du deutsches Essen? Do you like German food? Eines meiner Lieblingsspeisen aus Deutschland sind Knödel. One of my favorite German foods is Knödel. It actually is made of potatoes. It's like a potato powder, and you boil it in water. It's very German, actually. It's called Knödel. Wann ist dein Geburtstag? When is your birthday? Wann ist dein Geburtstag? When is your birthday? Mein Geburtstag ist am 6. Januar. My birthday is on January 6th. It's actually another German holiday. So remember my birthday and send me birthday gifts. I'm joking. Warst du schon einmal in Deutschland? Have you been to Germany? Warst du schon einmal in Deutschland? Falls ihr schon mal in Deutschland wart, würde ich gerne eure Geschichten hören. If you've ever been to Germany, let me know your stories and leave it in the comments. Was hast du gesagt? What did you say? If you are learning German and you don't understand the German people when they're talking fast, it's you can say that, like, was hast du gesagt? What did you say? Was ist das? What's this? Was ist das? What's this? If you don't know a word in German, or if you see something that you haven't seen before, you usually say, was ist das? What's this? So, was ist das? Ja, das ist ein Fernseher. What's this? This is a TV. Oh my God, of course. Wie alt bist du? How old are you? Wie alt bist du? How old are you? Wie heißt du? Wie alt bist du? Yeah, what's your name? How old are you? And if you are trying to get to know someone, and that's a very common question. Wie geht es dir? How are you? Wie geht es dir? How are you? Heute geht es mir blendend. Today I am really great. Wie geht es dir is something that you kind of add to, like hallo, wie geht es dir? Hello, how are you? Wie ist dein Name? What's your name? Wie ist dein Name? What's your name? Mein Name ist Alisa. My name is Elisa. So what's your name? Remember that one. And don't forget the name, you know. Wie lange lernst du schon Deutsch? How long have you been studying German? Wie lange lernst du schon Deutsch? How long have you been studying German? Ich würde gerne wissen, wie lange ihr schon Deutsch lernt. I'm curious to know, how long have you been studying German? Leave me in the comments, since I read them. Wie lautet deine Telefonnummer? What's your phone number? Wie lautet deine Telefonnummer? What's your phone number? I think it's important if you're in a country that you don't know and you're new, you're trying to connect, and so try to meet as much people as possible, get their phone numbers and meet them again. And so remember this question. Wo arbeitest du? Where do you work? Wo arbeitest du? Where do you work? You know, some people who go maybe for a year to Germany to learn the language, they have a side job that they're working on. That's a good way too to learn German, because every day you'll be speaking in German anyways. Wo hast du Deutsch gelernt? Where did you learn German? Wo hast du Deutsch gelernt? Where did you learn German? Ja, ich würde gerne wissen, wo ihr Deutsch gelernt habt. Entweder in der Schule oder vielleicht bei einer Gastfamilie. I'm curious to know, where did you learn German? Maybe at a language school, or maybe you went to Germany for a few months with a host family. I would love to know, of course, besides German pod. Where did you learn German? Wo kommst du her? Where are you from? Wo kommst du her? Where are you from? Ich würde gerne wissen, woher ihr kommt. I would love to know where you are from. Wo lebst du? Where do you live? Wo lebst du? Where do you live? Ich würde gerne wissen, falls ihr schon mal Deutschland besucht habt, wo ihr da gelebt habt. I would love to know where you were living in Germany when you visited, or if you've been there for a while. Where did you live? Was ist deine Lieblingsstadt in Deutschland? What is your favorite city in Germany? Was ist deine Lieblingsstadt in Deutschland? What is your favorite city in Germany? I don't really have a favorite German city because I have a lot in Germany. Like, I couldn't say this is my favorite city. I think a lot are very pretty and special and very different.
10 phrases to help you in an emergency. Alright. Bitte rufen Sie die Polizei. Bitte rufen Sie die Polizei. Call the police, please. Yeah, so if you got caught in an emergency, then you can just say to someone, call the police, please. Haben Sie Fieber? Haben Sie Fieber? Do you have a fever? So if someone's not feeling well or looks really sick, or if you're at the doctor, then he might ask, haben Sie Fieber? Ich habe meinen Reisepass verloren. Ich habe meinen Reisepass verloren. I lost my passport. I once thought I had lost my passport, but then luckily I found it in my suitcase, so I was safe. Nothing happened. Ich glaube, ich habe etwas Schlechtes gegessen. Ich glaube, ich habe etwas Schlechtes gegessen. I think I ate something bad. So when you're not feeling well, when you have a stomach ache, then you would say, ich glaube, ich habe etwas Schlechtes gegessen. Ich brauche einen Arzt. Ich brauche einen Arzt. I need a doctor. If you want someone to call an ambulance, then you would be like, ich brauche einen Arzt. But that sounds really, really urgent. Ich finde den Weg nicht zurück zu meinem Hotel. Ich finde den Weg nicht zurück zu meinem Hotel. I can't find the way back to my hotel. So if you're, for example, in a foreign country and you took a walk and you got lost suddenly, then you could go to some person and say, ich finde den Weg nicht zurück zu meinem Hotel. Can you help me, please? Können Sie mir helfen? Gibt es eine Apotheke in der Nähe? Gibt es eine Apotheke in der Nähe? Is there a pharmacy nearby? So in Germany, there are many different pharmacies. They're called Apotheke, like Sonnenapotheke or something Apotheke. They all have different names. And it's also a very common occupation to be an Apotheker, to be a pharmacist. Ich habe mich verlaufen. Ich habe mich verlaufen. I'm lost. And then you could add, can you help me please? Können Sie mir helfen? Ich brauche einen Krankenwagen. Ich brauche einen Krankenwagen. I need an ambulance. When something really, really bad happened, like you broke your leg or you're suffering under really, really bad pain, then you would say, ich brauche einen Krankenwagen. Or, könnt ihr einen Krankenwagen rufen? Can you please call an ambulance? Bitte rufen Sie die Feuerwehr. Bitte rufen Sie die Feuerwehr. Please call the fire department. If you see a fire somewhere, if your house is burning, then say to someone, bitte rufen Sie die Feuerwehr. Or just, Feuerwehr.